Welcome back to Best Product Reviews. If you're an Android developer or planning to dive into the world of app development, you know that having the right laptop can make all the difference. Android Studio, emulators, Gradle builds, and multitasking with multiple IDEs demand serious computing power. Whether you're building the next viral app, working with complex game engines, or running multiple Android emulators simultaneously, you need a machine that won't slow you down. Hey, we're counting down the top 5 laptops specifically chosen for Android developers in 2026. These powerhouses offer the perfect blend of processing power, RAM, storage speed, and display quality to keep your development workflow smooth and efficient. Let's jump right in and find your perfect coding companion. At number 5, we have the HP Omen Max 16. This laptop might surprise you as a development machine, but trust me, it's a hidden gem for Android developers who need raw power without breaking the bank. The 2025 model starts at around $2,099, making it one of the most value-packed options for developers who demand serious performance. Under the hood, you're looking at the Intel Core Ultra 9 2750HX processor with 24 cores and 24 threads, capable of hitting 5.4 GHz with Intel Turbo Boost. This is a desktop-class CPU in a lap. At number 5, we have the HP Omen Max 16. This laptop might surprise you as a development machine, but trust me, it's a hidden gem for Android developers who need raw power without breaking the bank. The 2025 model starts at around $2,099, making it one of the most value-packed options for developers who demand serious performance. Under the hood, you're looking at the Intel Core Ultra 9 2750HX processor with 24 cores and 24 threads, capable of hitting 5.4 GHz with Intel Turbo Boost. This is a desktop-class CPU in a laptop body, perfect for those massive Gradle builds that would bring weaker machines to their knees. You can configure it with up to 64 GB of DDR5 RAM running at 5600 MHz, and the RAM is upgradable with 2 accessible slots, so you can expand as your projects grow. Storage options go up to 1 or 2 TB of PCIe NVMe SSD, ensuring your Android Studio loads instantly and your build times stay minimal. The 16-inch display comes in multiple configurations, with the WQXGA option at 2560 by 1600 pixels, offering that useful 16 by 10 aspect ratio that gives you more vertical space for code. You can opt for up to a 240 Hz refresh rate panel, which isn't just for gaming, but makes scrolling through thousands of lines of code buttery smooth. What really sets the Omen Max 16 apart for developers is the graphics muscle. With up to an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5080 laptop GPU, you're not just prepared for Android emulators, you're ready to run multiple emulators simultaneously, test graphics-intensive games, work with Unity or Unreal Engine, and even dabble in machine learning projects. The RTX 50 series brings DLSS 4 and massive AI horsepower that can accelerate AI-assisted coding tools. HP's Omen Tempest Cooling Pro architecture is revolutionary, featuring their new Omen Cryo Compound liquid metal hybrid material and Intel's fan cleaner technology that automatically prevents dust buildup. This means your laptop stays cool and maintains peak performance even during marathon coding sessions. The cooling system handles up to 250 watts of combined power, so you can run everything at full tilt without thermal throttling. The laptop weighs around 5.5 pounds and measures about 0.94 inches thick, so it's not the most portable option, but it's designed to be a desktop replacement that you can move when needed. Connectivity is excellent with Thunderbolt 4 support, multiple USB ports, HDMI 2.1, and Wi-Fi 7 for blazing fast wireless speeds. The keyboard features per-key RGB lighting, which you can customize or turn off for professional environments, and the trackpad is large and responsive. Battery life isn't stellar at around 4 to 6 hours with normal development work, but that's expected with this much power. However, HP does include a massive 330-watt power brick that can quick charge the 99.9 watt-hour battery. The Omen Gaming Hub software includes Omen AI optimization that intelligently tunes power, thermals, and performance in one click, and there's even an Unleashed mode that lets you manually overclock components up to 170 watts without touching the BIOS. For Android developers who want maximum performance, the ability to run multiple heavy emulators, work with game engines, and have room to grow, the HP Omen Max 16 delivers incredible value. It's also one of the few laptops at this price point that can handle AI and machine learning workloads if your projects expand in that direction. For updated pricing and more details, check out the links in the description. Next up is the MSI Raider GE68HX. This laptop brings premium gaming hardware to the development world, and it's absolutely perfect for Android developers who refuse to compromise on any aspect of performance. MSI has been refining this series for years, and the latest 14th Gen Intel model is their best yet. At its core, you'll find the Intel Core i9-14900HX processor with 24 cores and 32 threads, capable of reaching 5.8 GHz with Intel Turbo Boost. This is one of the most powerful mobile processors available, and it includes Intel's ABT and TVB technologies for even better multi-core performance. The chip tears through Android Studio compilations, handles Gradle syncs like they're nothing, and laughs at multiple concurrent emulator instances. You can configure it with up to 64 GB of DDR5 RAM running at 5600 MHz, and like the Omen, you get 2 accessible SO-DIMM slots for future upgrades. Storage maxes out at 2 TB of PCIe NVMe SSD, with some models offering dual SSD configurations for even more space and flexibility. The 16-inch display is where MSI really shines. You can choose from multiple panel options, but the crown jewel is the UHD Plus Mini LED display at 3840 by 2400 pixels with 120 Hz refresh rate. This panel covers 100% of DCI-P3 color gamut and is VESA Display HDR 1000 certified, delivering 1000 nits of peak brightness. For Android developers working on UI and UX design, this color accuracy and brightness is invaluable. You can see your app designs exactly as they'll appear on high-end smartphones. The 16:10 aspect ratio gives you more vertical space for coding. Graphics power comes from up to the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090 laptop GPU with 16 GB of GDDR6 VRAM. This is absolute overkill for standard Android development, but if you're building games with Unity or Unreal Engine, working with complex 3D graphics, or running multiple resource-intensive emulators for testing, this GPU ensures zero slowdowns. The RTX 40 series supports DLSS 3 and ray tracing, perfect for game developers. MSI's Cooler Boost 5 technology features larger fans and broader heat pipes that work in harmony to dissipate heat efficiently. The system can handle up to 240 watts of combined power under the extreme performance mode, and unlike some competitors, it manages to do this without turning into a jet engine, thanks to intelligent fan curve optimization. Build quality is premium with an all-metal chassis available in Core Black or Glacier White. The Mystic Light Matrix light bar design with 16.8 million colors makes a statement, though you can customize or disable it via the MSI Center software. The keyboard is designed by SteelSeries with per-key RGB lighting, 1.5 mm of key travel, and highlighted WASD keys, making it comfortable for long coding sessions. The laptop weighs about 5.5 to 6 pounds and measures roughly 1 inch thick, so it's built like a desktop replacement. Battery life is around 4 to 5 hours with productivity tasks, thanks to the massive 99.9 watt-hour battery packed to legal flight limits. When you need to charge, the included 330-watt power brick delivers plenty of juice. Connectivity is comprehensive with Thunderbolt 4, USB-C with power delivery support up to 100 watts, multiple USB-A 3.2 ports, HDMI 2.1, SD card reader, and even a dedicated RJ45 Ethernet port with killer E3100G for reliable wired connections. Wi-Fi 7 provides multi-gigabit wireless performance with ultra-low 2-millisecond latency. Security features include a webcam shutter for privacy, and you get Windows Hello support via the infrared camera. The MSI Center software gives you granular control over performance profiles, fan curves, battery modes, and even includes the MSI App Player developed with BlueStacks for testing Android apps directly on your Windows machine. For Android developers who want the absolute best display quality, powerful graphics for game development, and no compromises in any performance metric, the MSI Raider GE68HX is an excellent investment. It's also future-proof enough to handle whatever your development needs throw at it for years to come. For updated pricing and more details, check out the links in the description. Keeping it going with the ASUS ROG Zephyrus G16 for 2025. This laptop redefines what portable power means for developers. ASUS has created something truly special here, a machine that's thin and light enough to carry everywhere, yet powerful enough to handle the most demanding development workflows. The 2025 model features the Intel Core Ultra 9 2850H processor with up to 24 cores, built on Intel's Arrow Lake architecture. This is a completely redesigned chip that brings massive efficiency improvements while maintaining desktop-class performance. The processor handles heavy multitasking with ease, running Android Studio, multiple emulators, Chrome with dozens of tabs, Slack, and your music all simultaneously without breaking a sweat. Memory configurations go up to 64 GB of LPDDR5X RAM soldered directly to the motherboard. Yes, the RAM isn't upgradable, but LPDDR5X runs significantly faster than standard DDR5, and 64 gigabytes is more than enough for any Android development scenario, even if you're running multiple virtual machines for testing. Storage tops out at 2 terabytes of PCIe 4.0 SSD, with some models offering dual SSD configurations. The 16-inch display is absolutely stunning. The OLED ROG Nebula display offers 2560 by 1600 resolution at 240 Hz refresh rate with a blazingly fast 0.2 millisecond response time. The panel covers 100% of DCI-P3 color space with Pantone validation, ensuring professional-grade color accuracy. With 500 nits of peak brightness and support for NVIDIA G-Sync, this display makes development work a visual treat. The 16 by 10 aspect ratio maximizes vertical screen space for coding. Where the Zephyrus G16 really impresses is graphics performance. With up to the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5090 laptop GPU packing 24 gigabytes of VRAM, this laptop is ready for anything. Game development with Unity or Unreal Engine? No problem. Running multiple Android emulators while also testing on iOS simulators? Easy. Machine learning model training for intelligent app features? Absolutely. The RTX 50 series brings DLSS 4 with multi-frame generation and is NVIDIA NIM ready for running AI models locally. What makes this laptop special is the package it all comes in. The chassis is CNC machined from premium aluminum, striking the perfect balance between durability and elegance. It measures just 0.59 inches thick and weighs only 4.3 pounds, making it incredibly portable for such a powerful machine. You can actually slip this into a backpack and take it to coffee shops, client meetings, or co-working spaces without feeling like you're lugging around a brick. ASUS's ROG Intelligent Cooling with liquid metal thermal compound, vapor chamber, and second-generation arc flow fans keeps everything cool and quiet. The laptop runs whisper quiet during normal development work and only ramps up the fans when you're pushing maximum performance. This is crucial for video calls with remote teams or recording development tutorials. The keyboard features 1.7 millimeters of key travel with switches rated for 20 million presses. ASUS increased the keycap size by 12% compared to previous models, making typing more comfortable during long coding sessions. The trackpad is extra large, making navigation smooth and precise. Connectivity includes Thunderbolt 4 with support for up to 3 external displays, USB-C with 100-watt power delivery, USB-A ports, HDMI 2.1, SD card reader, and a 3.5mm audio jack. Wi-Fi 7 support ensures blazing fast wireless speeds, and Bluetooth 5.3 handles all your peripherals. Battery life is impressive for such a powerful machine, delivering around 6 to 8 hours of development work on a single charge. The 90-watt-hour battery supports fast charging, getting you to 50% in about 30 minutes. Security features include an infrared camera for Windows Hello facial recognition, and ASUS includes two-way AI noise cancellation that works with any mic input and with downstream connections, perfect for remote pair programming sessions. The ASUS Armoury Crate software gives you control over performance profiles, fan curves, display settings, and RGB lighting. It includes AI optimization features that can automatically adjust settings based on your workload. For Android developers who value portability without compromising performance, want a stunning display for UI work, and need the flexibility to work from anywhere, the ASUS ROG Zephyrus G16 2025 is absolutely perfect. It's the laptop equivalent of having your cake and eating it too. For updated pricing and more details, check out the links in the description.
The runner-up is the Lenovo Legion Pro 7i Gen 10. This is the laptop for serious Android developers who demand absolute maximum performance and don't mind a bit of extra heft. Lenovo completely redesigned the Legion Pro 7 series for 2025, addressing all the thermal issues of previous generations while pushing performance to new heights. At the heart of this beast is the Intel Core Ultra 9 2750HX processor with 24 cores and 24 threads, part of Intel's Arrow Lake HX family. This is a full desktop replacement chip that brings workstation-level performance to a laptop. In benchmarks, it pulls ahead of both the previous generation Core i9 14900HX and AMD's Ryzen 9 HX 370, especially in multi-core workloads. For Android development, this translates to the fastest Gradle builds you've ever experienced, instant Android Studio indexing, and the ability to run multiple heavy emulators without even a hiccup. Memory configurations go up to 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, running at 6400 megatransfers per second, with 2 accessible SO-DIMM slots for future upgrades. This is the fastest RAM speed available in laptops right now, and it makes a noticeable difference in compile times and overall system responsiveness. Storage options include up to 2 terabytes of PCIe Gen 5 SSD, with some configurations offering dual SSD setups. Gen 5 SSDs are twice as fast as Gen 4, meaning your projects load instantly and large file operations complete in the blink of an eye. The 16-inch display is a WQXGA OLED panel at 2560 by 1600 pixels with 240 Hz refresh rate. This is Lenovo's PureSight OLED technology, delivering 500 nits of brightness, 100% DCI-P3 color coverage, and VISA Display HDR True Black 500 certification. The OLED panel offers perfect blacks, infinite contrast ratio, and exceptional color accuracy for UI and UX work. The 16:10 aspect ratio and slim bezels give you maximum usable screen space. Graphics performance is where the Legion Pro 7i truly dominates. With configurations up to the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5090 laptop GPU, packing 24 GB of VRAM, this laptop leads among RTX 5080 and 5090 systems in 3D Mark benchmarks. In real-world testing, it delivers near RTX 5090 level performance in gaming and professional applications, while costing significantly less than competitors. For game developers, this means you can test the most demanding games directly on your development machine. For app developers, you can run as many emulators as you want simultaneously. Lenovo's Legion Cold Front Vapor with hyperchamber cooling technology is a complete redesign that ensures 250 watts of sustained cross-load power. The vapor chamber with dual fans and rear-mounted heatsinks keeps CPU and GPU temperatures in check, even during extended heavy workloads. More importantly, Lenovo solved the keyboard heat issue that plagued previous generations. The chassis now does an excellent job isolating internal heat from areas your hands touch. The laptop weighs 5.67 pounds and measures about 0.9 inches thick, making it one of the larger options on our list. However, Lenovo reduced weight compared to last year's model while increasing performance. The build quality is premium with an all-metal Eclipse black chassis featuring RGB tailgate lighting and the iconic Legion branding. The keyboard features Lenovo's True Strike keys with excellent travel and feedback, comfortable for marathon coding sessions. The trackpad is large and responsive, though positioned slightly off-center to accommodate the numpad. Battery life is improved significantly, holding 65% charge after 30 minutes of unplugged performance testing, better than comparable AMD Ryzen systems. In lighter tasks, you can expect around 5 to 7 hours of runtime. The massive 400-watt power brick charges the 99.99 watt-hour battery quickly. Connectivity is comprehensive with Thunderbolt 4, multiple USB-C and USB-A ports, HDMI 2.1, SD card reader, RJ45 Ethernet, and Wi-Fi 7. The webcam is 1080p with privacy shutter, perfect for team meetings and pair programming sessions. Lenovo's Legion Space software provides unified control over performance profiles, RGB lighting, network optimization, and even includes game coaching features that can be adapted for development workflow optimization. The software also includes AI functionality to help manage system resources intelligently. For Android developers who want the absolute fastest compile times, the most powerful GPU for game development or machine learning, and a display that makes your work look incredible, the Lenovo Legion Pro 7i Gen 10 is the ultimate performance machine. It's also one of the best values in the high-end laptop space right now. For updated pricing and more details, check out the links in the description.
And the best one is the Apple MacBook Pro 14-inch with M4 chip. This laptop represents the gold standard for Android development in 2026, offering an unbeatable combination of raw performance, energy efficiency, build quality, and developer ecosystem support. While it might seem counterintuitive to recommend a Mac for Android development, the reality is that macOS has become one of the best platforms for cross-platform development, and the M4 chip changes the game completely. Apple's M4 chip is built on second-generation 3-nanometer process technology and features a 10-core CPU with 4 high-performance cores and 6 efficiency cores. The high-performance cores are blazingly fast for single-threaded tasks like IDE responsiveness, while the efficiency cores handle background processes without draining battery. The base 10-core GPU configuration is powerful enough for most development needs, but you can upgrade to the M4 Pro or M4 Max with up to 16 CPU cores and 40 GPU cores if you need even more horsepower. Memory starts at 16 GB of unified memory, which Apple finally made standard, ditching the old 8 GB base configuration. Unified memory on Apple Silicon is fundamentally different from traditional RAM. It's shared between CPU, GPU, and Neural Engine with incredible bandwidth and virtually zero latency.
In practice, 16 gigabytes of unified memory performs more like 24 to 32 gigabytes of traditional RAM for development workloads. You can configure up to 32 gigabytes or even 64 gigabytes with M4 Pro or Max chips if your projects demand it. Storage starts at 512 gigabytes, which we strongly recommend as the minimum, but you can go up to 2 terabytes. Apple's SSDs are among the fastest in the industry, with read speeds over 5 gigabytes per second. The 14.2-inch Liquid Retina XDR display is simply the best laptop screen you can buy. With 3024 by 1964 resolution, it's incredibly sharp, with 254 pixels per inch. The mini LED backlight delivers 1,000 nits of sustained brightness for HDR content and peaks at 1,600 nits, making it usable even in direct sunlight. The display covers 100% of P3 wide color gamut with professional-grade color accuracy, crucial for Android UI and UX designers. ProMotion technology provides adaptive refresh rates up to 120 Hz, making everything silky smooth, from scrolling code to UI animations. What makes the MacBook Pro extraordinary for Android development is performance consistency. The M4 chip handles Android Studio, Gradle builds, multiple Android emulators, iOS simulators, Docker containers, multiple browsers with dozens of tabs, Slack, and more, all simultaneously without even spinning up the fans. The laptop is completely silent for 95% of development tasks. When fans do activate during intensive tasks like compiling large projects, they're whisper quiet. Battery life is phenomenal. Apple claims 24 hours, and while that's with video playback, you can realistically expect 16 to 18 hours of actual development work, including running emulators and simulators. Even intensive workflows with frequent builds, Docker containers, and database operations still deliver 10 to 12 hours unplugged. This means you can work an entire day without hunting for outlets. The laptop charges via MagSafe 3, which magnetically attaches and safely disconnects if someone trips over the cable. Build quality is second to none, with a unibody aluminum chassis that feels absolutely premium and solid. The 14-inch Myo weighs just 3.4 pounds and measures 0.61 inches thick, making it remarkably portable. It's comfortable in a backpack alongside notebooks and other gear. The Magic Keyboard offers 1 millimeter of key travel with excellent tactile feedback. The massive Force Touch trackpad is the industry's best, with precise cursor control, pressure-sensitive gestures, and haptic feedback that feels like actual clicks. It supports multi-touch gestures that dramatically speed up navigation. Speakers are incredible, with a 6-speaker sound system supporting spatial audio and Dolby Atmos. The audio quality is better than many external speakers. The 12-megapixel center stage webcam uses advanced image processing to keep you centered in frame during video calls, and it works fantastically even in low light. Connectivity includes 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports that support charging, DisplayPort, and Thunderbolt 3, plus an HDMI 2.1 port, SD-XC card slot, and MagSafe 3 charging. You can connect up to 2 6K external displays simultaneously. Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3 handle all wireless connectivity needs. For Android development specifically, macOS Sequoia runs Android Studio beautifully. The ARM-based Android emulators are optimized for Apple Silicon and run significantly faster than x86 emulators on Intel machines. You can also run iOS simulators natively, making the MacBook Pro perfect for cross-platform development with Flutter, React Native, or Kotlin multi-platform. The Unix foundation of macOS means all your Linux command line tools work perfectly, Docker runs natively, and you have access to Homebrew for package management. The ecosystem integration is unbeatable if you use iPhone and iPad. Features like Universal Control let you use one keyboard and mouse across multiple devices. AirDrop makes file sharing instant. Handoff lets you start work on one device and continue on another. And iCloud keeps everything synchronized. The M4 MacBook Pro handles every aspect of Android development flawlessly. Gradle builds complete in seconds, Android Studio indexing is near instant, emulators launch quickly and run smoothly, and you can easily run multiple emulators for testing different device configurations. The laptop also excels at web development, backend services, database management, and even machine learning with the 16-core neural engine. The only real downside is the cost of upgrades. Going from 16 to 32 gigabytes of memory adds $400, and storage upgrades are similarly expensive. However, the base 16GB 512GB configuration is already excellent for most developers. If you want the absolute best laptop for Android development with no compromises in performance, battery life, build quality, display quality, or developer experience, the MacBook Pro 14-inch with M4 chip is the one to get. It's an investment that will serve you well for many years. For updated pricing and more details, check out the links in the description.
Thanks for watching. Those are our top 5 picks for the best laptops for Android development in 2026. Whether you choose the budget-friendly powerhouse HP Omen Max 16, the color-accurate MSI Raider GE68 HX, the ultra-portable ASUS ROG Zephyrus G16, the performance monster Lenovo Legion Pro 7i, or the gold standard MacBook Pro 14-inch M4, you're getting a machine that will supercharge your development workflow. Each of these laptops brings something special to the table at different price points. Remember, investing in the right development laptop will save you countless hours of waiting for builds and emulators, letting you focus on what really matters, creating amazing Android applications. If you found this video helpful, please smash that like button and subscribe to Best Product Reviews for more in-depth buying guides and tech reviews. Drop a comment below and let us know which laptop caught your eye, or tell us about your current development setup. Are you Team Mac or Team PC? Let's discuss. Until next time, happy coding and keep building those awesome apps.